Listeners should be aware that the following program contains language and audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
Welcome to the Prison Show. It's Friday night. Happy St. Patty's Day, everyone. March 17th.
Have you had your green beer yet?
No.
No.
But I think I had some green funky stuff at the restaurant down the road.
You. Well, I don't like that much. This is Dani talking to you. She's been out at the Green Restaurant. And,
yes, I have.
And this is Hank R. Lamb. The R is for repairman. I've been on the road all across East Texas fixing cell phones and Samsung refrigerators and stuff all successfully this week.
All successfully.
What I did successfully also do was lose my cell phone down in Galveston, so tomorrow I got to make a day trip.
Yeah, he won't get my rude messages until tomorrow, and then he'll...
Oh, that won't stop her from sending them.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
Pictures with various fingers and stuff like that. You know.
I send them all week, folks, all week.
Well, what do we got lined up tonight?
So tonight we have... Is my mic on? Or is this little orange doohickey really good?
You have to speak directly into it, you know.
I am speaking directly. I swear, y'all will hear it when I beat his.
Man, this thing, yours is turned up way up.
I know, I can't. It's deafening. You are deafening, Hank. Anyway, we have Nikki Luellen with Grassroots Leadership, Houston Taj. We also have Clinton Young here in the studio with the Clinton Young Foundation. Hey.
He's wearing some jewelry, but it's not the bracelets you would expect sometimes. You know, thank goodness, you know.
We also have me and Miss Linda. Hey, Miss Linda. Shouting out to her. And, of course, we're going to have Daniel Minisini, our Spanish host, later on this evening. But right now, we have Miss Nikki on the phone. Oh, and she is on the phone right now. How you doing, Nikki?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Wonderful.
That's excellent.
Hank, she asked how you were doing.
Oh, I'm like $1 million every day. You know what? Can you turn her up a little? Turn that phone up a little bit.
I think he had green beer.
Yeah, well, I didn't, but I may go get one later. Well, I'm doing like $1 million. How about you? Nikki?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yes, I'm doing great.
All right. So you guys always have a lot of work going on over at Taj, and also Grassroots Leadership, which kind of the parent organization of Taj, I guess. But what have you got going?
Well, so right now we're focusing heavily on our Care Not Cages campaign and really just trying to boost what we have already, what we've been working on, and take it to the next level. So we've been going to Commissioner's Court. We've been working with other organizations to stop the LaSalle jail transfers, meeting with the Sheriff's Office, meeting with staff from Commissioner's Court. So we've been doing a lot of work to try to just bring attention to what's happening in Harris County jails and the community, to get other folks to speak up and start talking about what's happening, to share our petitions around, and to also pressure Harris County commissioners to not continue to ship people from Harris County to places such as LaSalle, Louisiana, but to actually invest more funds into our community, into programs that we desperately need. And so that's been our main work that we've been focusing on, is our campaign work. And it's the state level work. I've been doing some other work as well.
You know, in nonprofits, we've known for many years that you can invest money into programs in the community and get more public safety out of it than you can by sending more people to jail and prison, locking people up. You get better results with things like early childhood education, education in general, from top to bottom. But that doesn't seem to be the course of a lot of counties, especially big counties like Harris County, want to take. They like to lock people up.
Exactly. And so, that goes back to just, I was looking at an article last week on March the 8th, Harris County Jail, again, is out of compliance.
Yes.
And so it's just sad because it was in 2022 that in a decade, Harris County had the most out of compliance notifications from the Texas Jail Commission. And so now here we go again, replicating the same problem. And the issue is that there is not enough money invested into our communities. And we have a program that we've been trying to push, our mental health program, and it's an online program, and it's directly for people that have been impacted by incarceration, who have loved ones incarcerated or have been physically incarcerated themselves. And we've helped over 20 people since our program launched last year. And so we're wondering, why aren't funds dedicated more towards doing mental health research and helping people with mental health instead of locking people up? It's 80% of the jails in Harris County are filled with people who suffer from a mental illness. And this is something that Commissioner Judge Hidalgo has realized. This is something that Commissioner Rodney Ellis came out and said that, our biggest problem is that Harris County Jail is really the biggest mental health facility in Harris County, in Texas.
In Texas, yeah.
Yep. And so it's really just a shame. And so that's why we're, fighting so hard to really, focus on our campaign and get the word out there about what we're doing, and just hoping more people from the community will join us, and people whose loved ones, now they're stepping up, they've lost their loved ones in Harris County jails. And, it's a lot of, one story was a guy that was on pretrial, and he had a bond of $100, and he ended up being found dead in Harris County jails. And so now they're investigating into why he ended up, dead all of a sudden, and he could have actually bonded out.
It kind of strikes me that this thing with LaSalle, shipping inmates away from Harris County, well, first it does a couple of things. Those people lose access to their families. They lose access to their attorneys, et cetera. So it makes their cases and their lives harder. Also for their families, not just the inmate, but their families. But it's a big dodge. They're already out of compliance again. and it's an expensive dodge. Rather than get in compliance and work to stay in compliance, they spend more money to lock people up and ship them away, kind of out of sight, out of mind, I guess.
Exactly. And that's one of the main things we've been fighting against. And so one other initiative that we've been doing to help the message of what we're working on and talk about the disparities that's happened in Harris County for people to realize is that a lot of these judges, you know, they're not doing their jobs. They have people in pretrial that, you know, that are sitting in pretrial. 76% of the people in Harris County jails are in pretrial. Mm-hmm. We have data on the judges who outsource the most people, who have the most people in pretrial. And, you know, 42% of the people that are in pretrial have an average or below average pretrial risk score. And so it's sad to say, but a lot of people would be shocked to find out who the top judges are that are holding the most people in pretrial, with people that have, you know, average and below average pretrial risk scores. And so we've been releasing physical reports and just putting them on our Instagram and, you know, putting it into a sort of a fact sheet and trying to see, you know, how many people will come and join us after finding out, you know, this issue is happening in every level of Harris County, the criminal and justice system.
When you guys make those reports, can you tag them or can you drop them onto our Facebook page, the Prison Show Facebook page, so that all of our listeners have access to that stuff?
We definitely will. Thank you.
All right. I have a quick question if Hank will let me get an edge in. Quick question. How are they chosen to be shipped off to LaSalle?
And so that's one thing that we've been trying to figure out. We had a person who was actually in LaSalle tell us that there were certain courts that people were being shipped out to LaSalle. And so when we spoke to the sheriffs, they said it's people that are chosen that do not pose a danger to the jails and their particular explanation, whatever that means. But the top three judges that hold the most people in pretrial, they're also are the people that's shipping the most people to LaSalle and outsourcing the most people. And what we also found out with jail outsourcing is that the majority of people who's been outsourced already are people that's in pretrial. And so we don't know what particular, standard or what type of rule that they're going by, but by just looking at the numbers, it's people that's in pretrial or most people that's being shipped and being outsourced. And then also the judges that have the most people in pretrial, they're actually outsourcing the most people.
All right. So, if these people are in pretrial, that makes it harder for them to work with their attorneys. Do we know if Harris County is doing anything to accommodate that extra problem the distance there makes? I mean, are they making sure that they can reach them on tablets or video visits or extra phone calls, that sort of thing? Because it's ridiculous to expect all those attorneys to drive to LaSalle every time they need to talk to their client.
Exactly. And that's something that last year we had the discussion with the sheriff about, Sheriff Shannon Herclott. And so now, as we know, he stepped down. Mm-hmm. So we don't know right now, but what he was telling us is that people were having access to video calls, but some of our partners that work with us on the Stop LaSalle Jail transfers, when they were physically talking to people who've been sent to LaSalle, they were saying that they weren't able to get in touch with their attorneys, or their attorneys wasn't able to actually get in touch with the people that were detained in LaSalle.
I'm sure LaSalle's got their own set of rules and circumstances there, too, that may not meet our same standards that we have here in Harris County, low though they may be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've got about 25 seconds here. Can you tell everybody how to get a hold of you?
Yes, you can actually text me at 713-505-8280. Text Nikki. And our P.O. Box is 88235, Houston, Texas, 77288.
One more time slowly so everybody can write it down.
Okay. So we are P.O. Box 88235, Houston, Texas, 77288.
All right. Nikki, thank you so much.
Thank y'all so much. Thank you.
I guess we'll talk to you again, 6 weeks, I think. Yeah. Put that on your calendar.
Will do. And thank y'all for having us. Thank y'all so much.
All right. Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Now we're going to turn it over to Clinton, who is in the house with us. And he's going to introduce the next piece you'll hear.
All right. Everybody on the road, what's up? Hold on, this microphone.
Yeah, you got to keep it up close to it.
We'll have them play the recording of my testimony before the House Representatives Criminal Justice Jurisprudence hearing. It's like 12 minutes long, but a couple of y'all here on there were a couple politicians, spoke to me, but afterwards another one came up to me and said he wanted to stay in contact, and so I was invited back. So it was productive. Like I said, it's just mainly just they kind of organize all the bills and get everything like that, and you have testimony. Then there'll be another hearing, but it was a unique experience considering where I came from to stand there before them and basically tell my story and talk about others. I mentioned more. Y'all were hearing the testimony. I mentioned some of the more widely known media cases because that's the ones that the politicians already knew about. But one-on-one, believe it, I mentioned a lot of y'all. I haven't forgot about y'all. Tony, Randy, Ricky, on and on and on, right? But again, it was important for me to mention the cases that get the most publicity because that's the ones they already know of. I guess Dave, go ahead and play it.
Chair will call Clinton Young. Clinton, thank you for being here.
Sir.
And state your name, whom you represent, and that you're testifying on the matter today.
Okay, first I want to thank Chairman Moody and the committee members for this opportunity. My name is Clinton Young. I represent myself. I guess the gist of what I'm testifying about is the problems that plague the death penalty and our appeal system in Texas. The story is kind of a unique one. When I was 18, I was arrested for capital murder. When I was 19, I was sentenced to death. In October 26, 2017, I received an execution date. The fact that I'm standing here before y'all clearly shows that things weren't routine as usual in the state of Texas. In 2021, my conviction was overturned and was eventually released, and here I am today.
Clinton, let me do this. I know that. Have you testified in the committee before? Somebody, if you can come a little bit closer. I think your story is very important for people to hear, and I want to make sure they're able to do that. So it's not just for the folks there in the room, but it's being recorded. And so if you speak clearly into the microphone, I want to make sure people hear your story.
A lot of problems that plague my case isn't unique to my case. I was just blessed to get good attorneys towards the end that fought for me and had the same funding as the state did, basically. In fact, I was the first person in Texas to have the capital habeas unit on this case out of Los Angeles, California. And eventually the Fifth Circuit instituted those, and then the Texas legislature introduced the Texas capital habeas unit office, excuse me. On my appeals, my state writ of habeas corpus, which everybody knows as a lawyer knows, is one of the most important appeals, especially for a death penalty offense. Well, unfortunately, my investigator and mitigation specialist that was appointed to me had a drug habit, and the money that was given to her to investigate my case was used to buy crack cocaine. And so she falsified a bunch of affidavits, and basically I had no state writ. It was built on a crackhead's delusions. Instead of the CCA giving me another opportunity to file a writ of habeas corpus, the prosecutors opposed anything like that. He refused to prosecute Lisa Milstein, the person that was appointed to me. And so when my lawyers filed a new writ, because again, my original writ was nothing but the delusional statements, forged statements of a crackhead. The Court of Criminal Appeals decided that it was abusive writ. And so I went into federal court with no writ of habeas corpus, which then when I entered federal court, because the way the laws are, I was then procedurally barred from filing anything that would have proved my innocence or prosecutor misconduct or ineffective assistance of counsel. And to add insult to injury, the money that investigator used to buy crack, the court put on me to garnish my commissary account. And so I ended up having to pay for the harm that was done to my case. Years later, after attorneys digging and finding new evidence, after I eventually went through the appeal process, I was given my execution date. We filed a last-minute writ of habeas corpus, and based on the development of forensic testing, the legislator had made some changes to the law while I was down there involving 11071, 11073. Did kind of open the door a little bit, but it still left a lot of discretion for the CCA. Basically, additional forensic testing was allowed to be done, and it pointed to my co-defendant, all of it. And while I was sitting on death row waiting to be executed, the prosecutors bench warranted my co-defendant back to the county jail. He partially confessed. I didn't find out this confession until I got a stay of execution. The confession would have guaranteed me a stay, but they withheld it. And so, as I waited on my hearing, after I received a stay of execution, it was discovered in Midland County that the prosecutor that had took a primary role in my case was getting paid by the judge. And so he would literally do the work as a prosecutor, get paid as a prosecutor, go in there, write up everything for the judge to say, and then the judge would pay him. This incident kind of made headlines around the world, front page USA Today, and it proved to be too much. And so eventually, after they sorted out new prosecutors and judges getting on the case, the Court of Criminal Appeals overturned my conviction. And here I am today. I would like to say that, while my case has a lot of the more extreme elements, the problems that plagued it, the problems of plaguing the appeal system in the state of Texas aren't rare. I mean, there's people who, you take the Rodney Reed case, which is well known, I'm sure some of y'all know about it. Then there's the Robert Pruitt case, who was executed. You had the Todd Willingham case, on and on and on. There's a lot of cases that don't get the publicity like I got, or Rodney Reed, and a few others have, be it because of their mental illness, their intellectual disability, they can't adequately convey the problems with their case, or just they get stuck with lawyers that don't care about them like mine ended up caring about me. The law has been created in such a way, which I understand, I get it, that nobody wants guilty people to game the system and get released. I understand that, okay? I'm not against police, I'm not against prosecutors, I'm not against the penitentiary. But the problem comes in is how the laws have gone so extreme, they trap people. I mean, it's almost, the bar is set so high. Like I said, I had no state writ of habeas corpus. It was, nobody disputed what happened in my case with my investigator, and that my whole writ was destroyed, and there was other viable claims that could have been raised. And when I tried to raise them, they said it was abusive writ. And so I sat on death row for 18 and a half years. And it wasn't because my lawyers possessed some magical ability to delay everything, because we're bound by strict guidelines. So this idea that people languish on death row for 25, 30 years, that it's somehow the defendant's fault. It's not. We don't have the power to do anything. And so I guess to wrap it up is say that there has to be some way to find a common medium to where people aren't being trapped by the system. and facing wrongful execution, or not only that, wrongful imprisonment. Death penalty cases generally get the most publicity because it's the government attempting to take a citizen's life. But there's countless people still in the penitentiary who have life sentences, 60 years, 80 years, 99 years. And the fortunate thing about death row is we're guaranteed an attorney. If you have a life sentence, you're not guaranteed an attorney. And so you're stuck to file things pro se. Well, unfortunately, I've been in prison most of my life, and I'm here to tell you that it's not full of scholars. I mean, it's not full of, I mean, it's just the reality. I'd be like, dang, boy, I thought that was a good idea. But it's just, and so you have bare minimum in a law library, and you're asked to turn around and file writs or direct appeals and everything on your own. And if you don't do it right, you're procedurally barred. And then based on the AEDPA, which is, of course, on the federal level, if you're procedurally barred in state court, it's a wrap when you go into federal court. And there's been countless federal judges who said, hey, I'd like to be able to do this, but I can't. There's been district court judges say, I'd like to be able to do this, but I can't. And so, I guess, a checks and balance, I guess, on the Court of Criminal Appeals, because they interpret everything y'all say to the most extreme level, and it's to the detriment of people who have lost their liberty and very well might lose their life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Young. I appreciate that. Members, real quick before, did you have any questions? Chairman Leach.
Thank you, Mr. Young. Just very briefly, and I hope you'll, when we have some death penalty bills in front of this committee, which I'm sure we will, I hope you'll come back and let us ask you more questions about the details of your case and your time in on death row. You were in for 18 and a half years, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
23 and a half hours a day in solitary confinement?
Yes, sir.
And you were within 8 days of your execution date?
Yes, sir.
And, okay, we hear about cases like yours and Melissa Lucio as recently as this past summer, and Jeff Wood, and there are others. You mentioned Rodney Reed and Willingham. And members, I just want to encourage you to, from my experience as someone who is a death penalty supporter in the most heinous cases, it is good and right and necessary for us to question the system and for us to ask hard questions and to understand where the holes are that need filling and where the weaknesses are that need strengthening. I am severely and increasingly concerned about the way we, no pun intended, execute the death penalty in Texas. And we're gonna ask the tough questions in this committee under your leadership, Mr. Chairman. When we do so, we don't weaken the system, we strengthen the system. And so I want to thank you for being here today and look forward to getting to know you and learning more about your case in the days ahead.
Thank you. Members, do we have any other questions for Mr. Yes, Representative Bowers.
Thank you, Chair Moody, and thank you, Chairman Leach, if I might say, and Mr. Young. It's more of a statement as well. Serving on the Speaker's Select Committee in the summer on criminal justice reform with others on this committee. It was an honor to serve under Chairman Leach at the time. As he said, he is a supporter of the death penalty, but you could see the bipartisan work that we did, and I am thankful for your stay. We worked so hard to make sure that Melissa Lucio received her stay of execution, and that the fact that now you are using your life in testimony of, no matter what you did, you are now here on behalf of others. So thank you for making such a good example of your life, and thank you, Chairman Moody, for allowing me a moment to say.
Absolutely, thank you. Members, do we have any other?
All right. Yeah, I just want to tell everybody, like I said, Leach is a Republican. Moody's the chairman of the committee. He's a Democrat. And, Republicans control the Texas House and Senate, and they appointed a Democrat to be over the Criminal Justice Committee. And so there's a lot of politicians that recognize the problems with the system. They want to do something to change it. But this is what I realized when I was down there and other testimony that was given. There's a whole lot of people for the prosecution side that go down there and talk. But there's not defense lawyers, and so that's a problem because it becomes one-sided, and these prosecutors sitting there saying, look, if you do this, then this is going to happen. If you do that, then that's going to happen. And so they put all these scare tactics, and these politicians get elected, and so they don't want bad publicity. And, they don't want a criminal getting out and doing something crazy. And so if all they have is one side of the story, so people got to start encouraging their lawyers and other people start speaking out and reaching out to politicians, man, so that they have a clear understanding of what it is. It's going to take just more than me, right? All right.
If there's attorneys and things and people out there listening that want to get a hold of you, I guess they'll go through the foundation?
Yeah, the Clinton Young Foundation, ClintonYoung.com.
Is there a mailing address and a phone number they can get to?
Yeah, I don't have it. No, that's phone number, but I don't. There's the website, right? ClintonYoungFoundation.com.
Okay.
But all right, y'all. Like I said, I'm out here doing everything I can, right? It's there's people listening, and we'll see what happens, right? All right, y'all.
Thanks, Clinton.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
But they can always write the prison show, and we can
Right.
get it.
We can get it to him. Yeah.
Oh yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh God, don't call me ma'am.
I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, I'm a Southern gentleman now.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I always feel so old. All right.
Well, me and Mama are going to move on to the next part of the show here.
Hey,
Mama.
I think it's. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I think it's P.O. Box 201493, Austin, Texas 78720.
Yeah, but that's the legal. That's the. Okay, well, yeah, they can send it there. Yeah, they can
That's
send
probably.
it. Yeah, they can send it there.
Yeah.
Never mind, that's a general PO box.
There we go.
What do you want, the Netherlands address?
I'm trying to get over there, huh? Look, I can't have no passport right now, but as soon as I get one, I'm on a plane, huh?
All right. Well, that's the address in Austin, I see.
Yeah, David, can you give that out one more time?
Sure, it's P.O. Box 201493, Austin, Texas 78720.
All right.
All right, and thank you, Clinton, for giving the guys on the row hope. And I know there's a lot of guys in solitary confinement right now who've been asking me about your story.
Oh yeah, look, I mentioned solitary. I mentioned population. Like, I was in yeah, they tried to take my life, but I was the way I looked at it was we all were white.
Yes.
A lot of people get into this whole death row versus general population. Like, I don't, man. It's like the system's trying to either take
Screw
our life
everybody.
naturally or strap us to that cross in Huntsville, right? And so, to me, we all were white, and so that's what the struggle entails, right? And so, like I said, I made sure to mention people that have servant time that don't have lawyers.
And it's true.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of people get trapped by the system.
Right.
Well, next up are our death row angels, Miss Linda and Miss Dani.
Yes. I'm here sitting next to Hank, Hank, do you have a phone?
I don't. I left it in Galveston the other night.
I keep mentioning it.
It's been nothing but trouble all week. Trust me.
All right. Good evening, everyone on Texas Death Row. And everyone else listening out there, because I know you're out there. We keep hearing Linda. Hey, Linda. You there, Linda?
I can hear peeping and
I can hear
whispering in there.
people whispering. All right. So for a change, we've had some good news at the beginning of our. Well, normally we don't have any good news, but today we have some good news at the beginning of our segment. Anibal Canales' execution date of March the 29th has been withdrawn to permit him to file a writ of habeas corpus and seek additional formal discovery if permitted. So congratulations, Anibal, or they call you Bigfoot. So congratulations to you. So officially, Texas has one scheduled execution right now. And Ivan, I have looked, and I don't see that there has only been one scheduled execution at one time. Goes back, I think there was one like this in 2007 when there was a brief period where there was no executions, and then I think it picked up with Carl Chamberlain again, but I'm doing some more research. But yes, I think you're correct. So now is the time to call the governor's office at 512-463-2000. Shout out to my friend Leroy again at the PAC unit. Thanks for reminding me that no voice is too small. And again, it's time for all of us to work to end the death penalty. All of us to work together. We cannot say this enough. As of today, the execution schedule is Ivan Cantu, April 26th. My mic just sounds like it suddenly came on for some reason.
Sounds the same to me. It might be your headphones.
Oh, it may be. Maybe maybe that's it. Okay, now as my friend Moise says, here is the news you can use. Arturo Aranda. I was told that I really did him no service by the way I pronounced his name before, so I hope I'm doing better. Arturo Aranda. On March the 14th, you filed a motion to direct the clerk to file a petition at the Supreme Court. This is coming out of the Fifth Circuit. Moises Mendoza, my friend, on March the 10th, your brief was filed at the Fifth Circuit. Juan Ramirez, on March the 13th. Everything's suddenly getting very loud. It must be my...
It's probably your headphones.
Okay.
You probably turned just right so the wire's, sitting where it's supposed to.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Don't do that again.
That's not my
Turn your
headphones.
headphones down, Miss Linda.
Okay. Maybe that, I don't know. Okay, Juan Ramirez, on March the 13th, the state submitted their reply in response to your cross motion for summary judgment at the district court, and Magistrate Judge Hacker granted a motion for extension of time to file a reply in support of cross motion for summary judgment. It's due by April 19th. Micah Brown, on March the 13th, you filed your reply in further support of your motion to alter or amend at the district court. Milton Gobert, on March the 13th, the state filed their response to your motion for a COA. Franklin Davis, on March the 13th, the state filed its answer with brief in support at the district court. James Calvert, on March the 14th, you filed a motion to stay and obey federal habeas proceedings at the district court. Chong Tong, on March the 15th, the Fifth Circuit requested a supplemental briefing in light of the district court's memorandum and order of March the 4th. Jason De La Sarda, on March the 15th, Judge Love granted your request to substitute counsel. Billy Tracy, on March the 16th, you filed an amended petition for a writ of habeas corpus at the district court. Carlos Ayestes, on March the 16th, Judge Sim Lake ordered the following. The state's opposed motion to strike new evidence is denied, and the motion for summary judgment is denied. Your motion for discovery, Carlos, is granted. And Judge Lake also stated, at this juncture, the court cannot say that the defenses preclude relief. Preclude. Oh my God. Maybe I did drink. Joseph Gamboa, on March the 16th, your appeal of the denial of your motion to substitute counsel is dismissed at the Fifth Circuit. Walter Sordo, today, March 17th, the state filed an unopposed motion for extension of time to file an opposition brief at the Fifth Circuit. And maybe
it's your headphones.
Yeah, my headphones are doing that. And really quick, speaking of... No, that's for later. Never mind. I don't have my stuff together. I almost said something else. Okay, go ahead, Linda.
It must be that sweet tea you had tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was the sweet tea. That's it.
Or the girl in the bra that came in the restaurant. Okay, Here Lies the Man. It's by Roderick Harris. Search and you will find. Look within and get a glimpse of what's lurking in the eyes of men. Deceptive ways, arrogant thoughts, confidence in the way he walks. Who's to walk the walk, talk the talk, through the darkest park? Led by examples and no faults to be shown. Once a boy, now who stands before you, none other than a man. That was the plan, living in the land most cannot comprehend under the hand of men. Where I stand, I have been down a dark path, though the light shines within only to read the hearts of men. Life is only what it seems, and so I live it as the man I am. Here lies the man. I hope you all like this. Have a blessed week, and thank y'all for all you do on here and for everyone on the row. That's a very nice thing, Roderick. I love your poem. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was great, Roderick. I know Miss Linda was talking about, Miss Linda and I were talking, well, besides the woman in the bra, that she just...
Y'all don't ever call me when this stuff's going on.
It had us speechless. We could not believe someone would walk in without a shirt on and just have a bra on in a restaurant.
Well, I don't know. They go to the beach in bikinis. I guess it's not much different. There you go.
You know, and then I got suckered into these 2 boxes of cookies.
Oh, yes.
That this little guy came up and asked me to buy 2 boxes of cookies, and I'm like, I don't want the cookies. Here's $20. Just take the 20. And I thought they were Girl Scout cookies, and I'm like, you know,
Wait, what kind of cookies were these?
From Dollar Tree, $1.25 a box.
And I gave him a 20.
You sure that's not from one of them funny stores?
Look, you buy their cookies. I got some cookies too. He just tried to get his hustle on, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I just gave him a 20 for these.
See, now, you just helped him increase his business. He's going back and get 20 boxes
No,
to come out.
I didn't even want
$10 a box. That's
I didn't even
200
want the
bucks.
cookies, though. I didn't want the cookies.
He's in a hotel by
He
now.
was like, ma'am, please take these cookies. Please take these cookies. And I'm like, okay, I'll take the cookies. Just give me the cookies.
Well, where's the cookies?
They're out there.
Oh.
I stuck them out there. In the
Oh,
thing.
yeah, for KPFT people.
Yeah, I didn't want the cookies.
Thank
I
you.
didn't want
That's
the cookies.
What kind of cookies are you?
I don't know. Go try them.
You better check the THC content in there or something like that. You know?
I know.
At that $20, I don't know.
I know. It came from the
That's
mold
a lot
restaurant.
of money for cookies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real quick, congratulations, Bigfoot, man. I heard about your stay, man, already on, boy.
Well, they withdrew it.
Yeah, we drew his date for new evidence or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah. Whatever it is, look, that date's off the table. That's all that matters, huh?
Yeah, that.
If it counts, it counts.
Yeah.
You got that date. You don't care how you get it. How you get it, huh?
Yeah, it don't matter. and that is true. I'm so happy. So happy.
Oh. You know, is that Daniel Minisini on line 1? Okay. All right. We're all prepared when your time runs out.
Yeah. Clinton, you can go.
Yeah.
I think David was telling me. I think David was telling me to turn my headphones down.
That was me.
Oh.
I was telling you they talk closer to the mic.
Oh, okay, my bad, man.
You sound like you're yelling across the room.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I just want to tell Bigfoot, man, congratulations, man. I'm glad, man. Glad you got to stay, bro.
There was a lot of people asking me when you were going to come back on, and I was like, I'm just a mere peasant on this show. I have no idea.
I work so much, right? Like I knocked out almost 200 hours last 2 weeks. So I mean, this is.
Oh wow!
That's all right. Put
I
that
want
paycheck together.
I want your paycheck.
Yeah, put that paycheck.
IRS like my paycheck.
Oh, I bet they did. Yeah.
Every time I call him, he says he's going to bed.
Well,
Yeah.
you can't blame a guy
Yeah, my
working
mom.
that many
I was
hours.
complaining about taxes real quick. My mom was like, "Yo, I forgot my job." She started laughing. She said, "You know what, baby? I'm just glad that this is the type of problems you can have now."
Right.
You know.
Yes.
First world problems. Yeah.
Yes.
Lord have mercy. Well, we're getting a 1 minute signal here. Death Row Angels, how, here I am, Dewey's shaking his fist at me from the grave right now for me bouncing this table and making that little,
Okay,
you hear that vibration?
Yes.
All right, so anyway, will you tell them how they can get a hold of y'all?
David.
Oh,
The Prison Show, 226 Chipmunk Trail, Shepherd, Texas, 77371. Matter of fact, Dani, you got a letter today, and I didn't get a chance to put it in the bag. Sorry.
You know what? You keep doing it. Well, wait.
Yeah, well, it comes the same day, so it's in the pile that Dee Dee hadn't sorted through yet. I'm sorry.
And
what's the zip again?
77371.
I'm writing it down. So
I mean, I can take pictures of it and send it to you. You don't have to have the physical letter.
No, I don't. You're right. And I know Daniel's waiting. Real quick, Sonny Wilson, I wasn't saying that you were complaining about me. I was saying that you complained. You were all nice to Linda. You complained to me, but then you blacked out the part that you were complaining about, and I couldn't read it. That's what I was saying. But, you know. I get the complaints.
Well, you're the Death Row Angels complaint department. All right, so we got to switch over here. We got Daniel Minisini on line one, who's going to reiterate what we've been saying in the Spanish language so that our Spanish brethren and sisters out there can hear it. Daniel?
Hey, Hank. Muy buenas noches. How's it going there?
I'd like $1 million, man. Muy buenas noches.
Buenas noches, Hank. I'm so glad that you mentioned Dewey. Sometimes we have to mention and remember part of the gang of the prison show.
Yeah.
They are not here with us anymore, but remembering them, I think, is a sign of good health of this gang.
Mm-hmm.
Muy buenas noches a todos. Aquí Daniel. Os voy a contar hoy lo que está pasando con el término del título 42 del COVID relacionado a los presos, la inmigración en Texas, en realidad en general en todos Estados Unidos. Este es una pieza, un artículo que ha escrito Alex Miller, le ha escrito justamente hoy, el 17 de marzo del 2023, en el website que se llama Immigration Impact. En marzo del 2020, como sabemos todos, el mundo se detuvo. Es la fecha en la que llegó el COVID, sobre todo aquí en Estados Unidos. Los eventos se eliminaron rápidamente de los calendarios, las escuelas cerraron y los que pudieron se refugiaron en un lugar. Nuestras esperanzas de que el impacto de la pandemia fuera de corta duración se hicieron cada vez más pequeños cada vez que pasaba. Y así es que ya han pasado 3 años. Más allá de la drástica pérdida de vidas humanas y las varias políticas de salud pública, ha persistido una constante. Esto es sorprendente. Durante 3 años, Estados Unidos ha dado la espalda a innumerables solicitantes de asilo o el título 42, lo que se llama Title 42. Era una política de la administración estadounidense en la época del presidente Trump, invocada por los centros del CDC, que empiezan el 20 de marzo del 2020. Así que exactamente hace 3 años. El cierre de la frontera bajo el título 42 se destacó de inmediato por su crueldad. Si bien la administración estadounidense dudaba en implementar las precauciones de seguridad de COVID, la pandemia demostró ser una oportunidad para restringir aún más el acceso de los inmigrantes al asilo, lo que permitió al gobierno de Estados Unidos expulsar rápidamente a los inmigrantes a su país de origen o a México sin el debido proceso. Esto pasó desde el 2020 y se ha vuelto cada vez más claro que CDC fue presionado para poder crear este Title 42. Las razones dadas para apoyar al título 42 se derrumbaron bajo cualquier escrutinio. El gobierno argumentó que no tenía la infraestructura para procesar de manera segura a los solicitantes de asilo en los puertos de entrada o instalaciones de la patrulla fronteriza. La preocupación declarada sobre la pandemia global contrastaba con los muchos funcionarios de la patrulla fronteriza que se negaron a usar protección personal en el trabajo, y a medida que avanzaba la pandemia se resistieron también en vacunarse. Mientras tanto, se hizo poco esfuerzo para mejorar la infraestructura en los puertos para garantizar que el gobierno de Estados Unidos pudiera cumplir con su obligación legal de ofrecer protección a quienes huyen de persecuciones. Más que eso, la logística real de implementar el título 42 confundió con su propósito declarado. Si bien la política permitía una expulsión rápida sin el debido proceso, era más fácil decirlo que hacerlo. En efecto, esto significó que algunos migrantes, a saber, aquellos que no fueron expulsados inmediatamente a México, terminaron detenidos en entornos congregados durante periodos de tiempo significativos, a veces en las instalaciones del ICE, antes de ser expulsados. En estos casos, el gobierno expulsó a los migrantes a pesar de que se sabía que su estado de COVID era negativo. De manera similar, la patrulla fronteriza a menudo expulsaba a mujeres embarazadas y otras personas con problemas médicos de sus camas de hospital, a pesar del concepto objetivo de que no había una amenaza para la salud pública. Desde el inicio de la política, los obstáculos logísticos para implementar el título 42 han significado que el acceso al asilo en la frontera sur de Estados Unidos ha sido arbitrario. La expulsión bajo el título 42 ha sido dictada en gran medida por la nacionalidad y la mala suerte. Muchos solicitantes de asilo evitaron la expulsión porque México no los aceptaba o porque su país de origen se negaba a recibir vuelos de expulsión. Otros se salvaron por limitaciones numéricas en los vuelos, o piojos, o actos aleatorios de compasión o fatiga. La misma aleatoriedad se ha aplicado a las exenciones del título 42. Originariamente las ONGs lideraron el esfuerzo para ayudar a los migrantes a obtener acceso al asilo en los puertos a través de excepciones humanitarias. Aunque problemático desde el principio, este esfuerzo ahora ha sido desplazado por CBP One, que es una aplicación para smartphones y permite a los inmigrantes solicitar exenciones directamente al título 42. Pero desafortunadamente la aplicación está plagada de problemas que incluyen fallas tecnológicas que afectan de manera desproporcionada a los inmigrantes de otras razas, o sea, de razas no blancas. La aplicación es casi inaccesible para muchos inmigrantes que no poseen las habilidades lingüísticas, la alfabetación o la tecnología para usarla, o simplemente no disponen de un smartphone. A un nivel más fundamental, muchos inmigrantes simplemente no pueden conseguir una cita. Esta aleatoriedad es un problema real. Incluso si creemos que el propósito inicial del título 42 no era excluir a los solicitantes de asilo, ese es claramente el objetivo ahora. Los partidarios de la política creen que es la última defensa contra el caos fronterizo. Sin embargo, la aleatoriedad de la política misma ha alimentado el caos que estamos tratando de evitar. El título 42 ha empujado a los solicitantes de asilo a rutas migratorias irregulares y ha creado una industria floreciente para los grupos de crimen organizado que se han aprovechado de los solicitantes de asilo desesperados. A pesar de la evidencia de que el título 42 es inhumano y no ha reducido los encuentros fronterizos, el apoyo a la política se mantiene firme. En litigios en curso, los gobiernos estatales han luchado para que el título 42 se mantenga como un mecanismo de control de la migración, separado de las justificaciones iniciales basadas en problemas de salud. Entonces, ¿dónde hemos quedado ahora? ¿Cuál es la situación? Bueno, finalmente podemos tener la oportunidad de seguir adelante. La administración de Biden ha anunciado que la emergencia de salud pública de COVID terminará el 11 de mayo del 2023 y con ella el título 42. A medida que se pone fin al título 42, la Casa Blanca tiene una oportunidad única de aprender del pasado y volver a sus promesas. En cambio, la administración parece estar lista para resucitar políticas inhumanas como la prohibición de tránsito de asilo propuestas a la detención familiar. Esperamos que las presiones políticas para instituir políticas fronterizas draconianas no eviten hacer lo correcto. Las soluciones que se enfocan en excluir a los migrantes no entienden la situación. Se supone que somos una nación con leyes y tenemos compromisos legales y constitucionales para ofrecer a los migrantes un proceso adecuado para buscar protección. 3 años después del inicio del título 42, es hora que se vuelva a restaurar el acceso al asilo. Este, que acabo de terminar, era un artículo que ha escrito Alex Miller el 17 de marzo con Immigration Info. This is all for tonight. I conclude summing up now in English the piece that I read, which I translate from a piece of the website Immigration Impact related to the connection between immigration and prisons, written by Alex Miller today, March 17th, 2023. Thank you for having me in the program also this week, Hank, and back to you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. You going to be in next week?
Yes, I think so. As you know, I have a broken foot, and it was a little bit problematic to go there tonight. But, you know,
yeah, I mean,
try to go there. It doesn't, I should still be able to talk.
All right. Thank you so much, Daniel. We'll talk to you next week. All right. Well, let me see here. Let me double check. It says break song on here,
Yes,
so
it
I'm
does.
sticking with that.
What? Dani gonna sing a song?
The piece of window sitting way up high. I can't look up enough to see the sky. There ain't no good light here below dead road. Dead road. Don't want no preacher man to come around. I don't need him to lay my burden down. I already told Jesus everything I know. Dead road. Dead road. When it's time for my last request, tell my mama that I did my best. Tell my baby that I love her so. Death row, death row, death row. Death row. Got a calendar on my wall, marking days till I get the call. Till it's time for me to go. Death row.
Hello?
Man, where are you? This wedding is lit. I thought you were coming.
Ooh, I can't. I'm in bed with the flu.
The flu? You didn't get a flu shot?
I wish I did. I can't believe I'm missing out on Greg's wedding.
Whoa. Grandma's about to crowd surf.
Grandma's about to what? What?
Man, I'll call you back.
Oh, man.
Sounds like another case of flu FOMO. Don't get stuck at home with the flu. A flu shot is safe, effective, and you can get it at the same time as your COVID-19 vaccine. A flu shot is the best way to prevent the flu and its potentially serious complications. It keeps you protected and also protects your loved ones. Protecting our community can't wait. So why get stuck inside with the flu? Don't get flu FOMO. Learn more at getmyflushot.org.
Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the ACT.
My name is Teresa Barber. I was in the United States Navy, and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training, and the very next day, he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. My way of continuing my service is to help protect my community by being a responsible gun owner and by storing firearms safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
90.1 FM and FM HD1, KPFT, Houston.
And we're ready to go to our callers. Who we got, Miss Dani?
Let's see. We have Judy. Hi, Judy. How you doing? Line 2.
Good evening, everybody. I'm doing well. I am calling to shout out to Rodney Reed. Hey, R, I hope and pray you're doing well. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you for all my messages this week and for checking in on me. I appreciate your friendship, your insight, and your grace. To say I'm glad it's Friday night is an understatement. Hey, I got a text from my friend Judy. She had to fly out to California last night and is now taking the red eye back home tonight. She had to go out and check on her mom. So I'm picking her up at the airport tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6:45. But all is good, though, because I'm usually awake at that time anyways. I'm excited to spend time with the family tomorrow and see the boys play and hang out. Watching March Madness tonight. Holy cow, FDU beat Purdue. Second time ever a 16 seed beat a number 1 seed. I'll watch the games tomorrow while I'm up at T's house. I think my crazy brother is going to ride his bike up there. It is easily at least 80 miles the way he has to go. He's absolutely nuts. I was able to leave work early today and get to the post office before they closed. So I got batch number 132 mailed out to you. It's 23 pages front and back, and we'll arrive at Polunsky on Monday. So you should definitely have it by the end of the week. I'm glad I was able to get there tonight because it will get to you at least one day earlier than if I waited to mail it out tomorrow. That's pretty much all of the updates. I did get the message from Kanani earlier, and all is good. Thanks again for my well wishes and for talking me off the ledge and for checking on me today. Hopefully you got my response back. You're up to date on everything else here. Stay strong, keep the faith, hang in there. And, of course, sending you lots of hugs and kisses, thinking of you and praying for you. You got this. Good night and sweet, sweet dreams. I love you and miss you. Sending big hugs and kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good night, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend.
You too.
And Elisa, we're ready for your call.
Hello, Isidro. It's Annalisa. I hope you are doing well. I'm fine. I'm going to piano lesson, and this week finally I've had some time to practice, and so I'm sending you a small piece of piano. Unfortunately, my computer wasn't fixed properly, so I had to send it back to repair, and so I'm waiting for it and for finally setting up an account for calls. I hope everything is okay, and I send you my warmest wishes and big hugs and best wishes to everyone. Bye.
right. I guess we're ready for Ernesto.
Tawana. Hi, Tawana.
Hello, how are you?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Wow.
Well, go ahead. You're live on the air.
Okay, I would like to give a shout out to my better half, Mr. Jerry Hopes on the Wing Unit. I want you to know that I love you beyond words, and I'm so blessed to have you in my life. I miss you a lot, and I can't wait for you to come home. Always remember to keep the faith, and better days are coming.
Is that all?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you. Good call. Better days are
Thank
coming.
you. Thank you, sir.
All right. Now Ernesto. There we go. Miss Dani's keeping track here.
Yes, I am. How you doing, Ernesto?
What's up, Miss Dani? How y'all been?
Lovely. Just lovely.
How's Mr. Hank doing? I see y'all hanging in there.
I'm like $1,000,000.
You had to ask,
you know.
didn't you?
You know, I had to call in and show support, man. You know, y'all are like my extended family. You already know Mama Linda back there, you know what I'm saying? She's my rock. So every week, you know, I try to call in. Sometimes I might miss a week, so please forgive me. But, you know, I look forward to, you know, trying to find some time to squeeze into my schedule. Maybe get back in the prison show and have another segment. I mean, it's always welcome whenever an invitation presents itself, you know? And so, I mean, I just called in to show inspiration for all those that are listening to me. A lot of people know me. Some of them don't. Some of them are new cons. Some of them are old cons. I just, you know, share my inspirational stories so people will show some type of inspiration that there is a better life out here than prison. Prison is not the end of the road. There's always something out here to be grasped. They can just live their lives and live in the moment and just let God's will take control. Sometimes you have to have a higher being so the people that are listening will have inspiration to know that, you know what, if I can achieve my goals, I can achieve a better way of living, a better way of life. And I would like to inspire those people that are listening to me, especially the families that called in to show support for the show. You already know this show is like a backbone. It's a foundation. Without y'all, I don't know where a lot of prisoners in prison would be right now. So I always have to show support, love, and appreciation to y'all, my extended family, Hank, David Collingsworth, Mama Linda, Dani, Cowboy Dan. I mean, all of y'all. I mean, I love y'all so much, man. Y'all just don't know how y'all got me through so many years of being incarcerated. Now that I'm free, going on 68 days of freedom after 14 and a half years. I mean, if my story doesn't inspire those that are listening, I don't know what else will. But there's a better way of living. There's a better way of thinking. There's a higher being that people could put God first. They love, they family, whoever they have in their life to help them build a rock and be their foundation to want to be a better man, husband, brothers, you know, whatever it is that they may be, father, you know, they got to put God first, bro. It all starts with that. Higher inspirational, higher being, spiritual, whatever you want to call it. Everybody needs to find something to hold on to. The prison show, y'all don't really understand how deep the prison show is in prison. And I just hope that people can show support. And I want to help y'all support ourselves. So they can put out donations, if they can put out any type of family donations to help keep this alive, that would be great. So I'm asking everybody that's listening to me, their family, please support the prison show. Because without y'all, a lot of prisoners would be lost. Their families would be lost. So I just want to show y'all my inspiration. Mama, if you're listening, I love you, Mama Linda. You mean so much to me. I don't know where I'll be without you right now. The prison show, Dani, Hank, David, man, y'all are like extended family to me. And I love y'all. Anytime y'all need me, just call on me, and I'm there. No questions asked. And that's all I want to say, man. I found someone great in my life, and I'm having an inspirational moment, and I hope that everybody can find that in their life, too. So anybody behind those prison walls that are listening to me right now, y'all know who I am. Y'all know my voice. There's a better way of living out here, man. Let go of that prison life. Let go of that prison way of thinking and find something else to grasp onto and hold on to it, latch on to it, and let it take its toll, man. Just let go and let God take control. That's all I can say, man. I just want to share that with y'all. I love y'all, and I'm always here no matter what. If y'all need me, call on me.
Ernesto, we appreciate it, man. Thank you.
As always, bro. As always. You're like my brother, man.
You know,
much love for you, Mr. Hank.
You know, we have folks like you, David and I, Dewey, Ray. We have, Alfredo that calls. We've got a bunch of people that call in that have been involved here at the show who have been in prison. So if that many people can get out and do it, all you guys sitting inside, I don't have no magic paintbrush to paint my life better or nothing like that, but things can work out. You know, you just got to get out and do the right things. Like the thing Alfredo keeps saying is make that next right decision. He got that from David, you know. And,
yes, sir.
You know, I hope that is encouragement to everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, it is, man. Hearing y'all take our testimonies, you know, being in the prison show one time, I look forward to trying to do it again. I mean, it's inspirational, man. It really is, because spending 14.5 years of my life, there are some men that have done more time than me.
Mm-hmm.
There are some that have done less. But, you know, authenticity, when you hear it, you'll feel it because you'll know that people's words are true, they're authentic. Some people like to play the role. As we say in prison, you fake it till you make it. But there's only so far that that's going to take you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing that, then you're lying to yourself. So those that are listening, don't lie to yourself, man. Be real about it. Hold on to it, let it go, and let life take its toll. You're going to see that life out here is a true blessing. Prison is not where life is at. I'm sorry to say that a lot of my spiritual brothers that are stuck there today that can never get out, I feel your pain, and I'm so sorry that you got stuck in that situation. But it's not the end of the road. Find a better being, find a higher being, find someone that's going to love you for you. Latch on to it. And just let it take its toll, man. That's all that can happen. The prison show is what helps us get through this. Every Friday, it's like a religious hearing. Some people listen to this show religiously because they want the connection, they want the message, they want the family that calls in, that shows support, that shows them that they're loved, that they're missed, that they're needed. So why let prison be the end of your life? There's
Ernesto,
no way.
we got to run, man. I appreciate it.
Okay, Mr. Hank. I love you, bro. I love you, Dani.
Man.
Mama, I love y'all. David Collingsworth, when y'all need me, call me, man.
Keep doing the next right thing.
Exactly, man. Righteous to y'all, too, bro. I love y'all, man. Goodbye.
Thank you. We've got Captain Tom on the line.
That's right. Happy St. Patrick's Day and also happy birthday to KPFT. We got my shout-outs, which is Arkansas, Juju, Leroy, John Armstrong, J.B. Anderson, Clarence Lee Bowman. And I did talk to Clarence last week, and he's doing okay. And George Johnson, Pete Sines, John R. Green, Stephen Young, Terrence Carmichael, John Wayne, Mike Dean, Robert Brown, Terry Lee Lewis, Samuel B. Harris, Robert Harris, Jacob Harold, Peter Torres, Thomas Mitchell, Roger Jackson, Bobby Barbara, Charles McCabe, Willie Russell, and we have Michael Shelby. Also, I'm going to try to get a new list in because I understand some new incarcerated veterans has come into the Ramsey unit. All right, let me see. Bob Dunn, Roger Jackson, Bobby, like I said, Charles McCabe. We have Brian Morris, Patrick Flynn Mack, Ricky Nunn, Bobby Joe Harper, Carlton Lewis, John Yarborough, Michael Gentry, Christopher Dunn, Ernest James Dudley, Troy Glover, Philip Ortega, Roy Scales, and Richard Knowles, Thomas Moore, and George Del Rosa, Bobby Zeff, and Terrence Williams. And you can write to Captain Tom in care of the prison show. It's supposed to be 22-something Chipmunk Trail, but I forget.
22-6.
22-6 Chipmunk Trail, and he lives in
Shepherd, Texas.
Yes, that's exactly right. Okay, well, we'll see you guys next week on the prison show. I'm Captain Tom.
It's 226 Chipmunk Trail, Shepherd, Texas 77371.
That was awesome.
They take two of them, huh?
Okay. I promised that I was going to sprinkle some news that you could use into this show. We've had, okay, this is coming from indefinite restrictive housing. We've received multiple reports of people getting disciplinary for three-way calls when there's no third party on the phone, which God knows I get that alert all the time. And this is due mainly to background noise on the other end of the call, or if, like me, you get text messages and the calls are not being reviewed, and so they're not being properly reviewed. So if you or a loved one have experienced these issues, please, well, they're telling people to inbox them, but if you let us know, we can get it to the people requesting the information, and they will get it to Huntsville. So Huntsville can remedy this before more people start losing their phone privileges. Because guess what? People are losing their phone privileges. So just FYI, this is for everyone, and hopefully Death Row will get phone privileges soon. Right? Right. All right. Now, let me look at see who's next.
She was keeping track there a minute ago, but...
yeah, I had to hit Hank. It's Elizabeth.
What?
Elizabeth, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Well, I'm not wearing green, so I'm okay.
Yeah, you're far enough away from me. I can't pinch you.
Yeah, nobody can pinch me. Not even the husband. He already went to bed.
What?
Yes. So I'll have to take the phone over there to him and tell him to say hello to Isidro. But anyway, this shout out goes to Isidro. Hey, mijo, it's me, mommy. I have some shout outs for you today that we got to record earlier because Dad was at Chirella's house. So here you go.
Hey, cousin, this is Nina. I just wanted to say hello. Miss you. Hope you're doing good. Love you.
Hi, Uncle Isidro. I hope you're doing good. Oh, and this is Cheyenne. I hope you have a good day and that you're doing good. Bye. Love you. Hey, cousin. It's Brianna. I just wanted to tell you I love and I miss you. I hope you're doing good and keep your head up. I hope to see you soon. Take care, all right? Love you. Miss you.
Hey, buddy, it's Mark. Just want to let you know we're thinking of you always. Miss you. Hope you're doing good, bud. And pray that we get to see you soon, man. And hear from me. Love you.
Yeah, Uncle Isidro. I hope you're doing good over there. And I wish you come see me. And I really love you. I wish you'll come back. Please, can you just tell please. Good night. I love you. Bye. Hi, Uncle Jake. It's me, Jamelia. I had a really great day. I hope you're doing good. And also, I'm sleeping, and I got a desk, and I'm sleeping in your room, I think. Or is it, I think it's all Uncle's, I think. But I really love everything in there. And my granny got me a typewriter, 2 of them, one computer, one just regular. I don't know where they are, and I love you so much. Good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. I love you too. And make sure you get more drawing equipment to draw me the last Joshua, please. Thank you. I love you. Goodbye.
Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yes. Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Those were all the shout-outs from earlier today. But I have a shout-out that my sister's going to give him also, so I'll just pass the phone to her.
Hi, Cedro. It's Stacy. I miss you. I love you. Take care of yourself, okay? I like all your artwork that you sent. And take care. We love you so much. Bye.
Okay. But anyway, I want to let you know that I love you. I hope to see you next, on the 30th, like Dad said. But you just take care of yourself in there, and I'll order your books for you. And let me pass the phone to Dad so he can talk to you. Hey, wake up.
Hey, Nicole. Hope you're doing okay. Everybody just sort of said to tell you hi. And I guess we'll be seeing you on the 29th. Nicole. I love you. Good night. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you then. Good night, Nicole. Love you.
I had to wake Dad up. Sorry. Anyway, just take care of yourself in there. And good night. I love you. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you. Y'all have a great night. And
we have Miss Shirley. Oh. I think we have Caitlin first.
All right. Let's go ahead and get Caitlin.
Yeah.
This is a shouting for Beto Garza in Polonsky. Hey, Boo. How are you? I hope that there's a smile on your handsome face and that you're in good health and spirits. I want to wish you happy Paddy's Day. Yep, it's Paddy's Day. And finally, today, it is not raining. So, yeah, hopefully it will stay like this for the weekend so people get to see the parades and things like that without having to swim everywhere. My mom is here, and she wants to say something to you.
Hi, Bisa. This is myself again. Just calling in to say I hope you're keeping well, all going well for you, and to wish you a very, very happy Patrick's Day. Talk to you next week. So, lads. Bye.
And here's me. Daytona is here. She is snuggling, and I am just about to go to work. Yes, for my sins. Please know that you mean the world to me. And thank you for being my very best friend and for always being there for me. Know that you mean the world to me, and I'm sending you big hugs and kisses. So good night, sweet dreams, and please stay safe. And to everybody at the prison show, a big, big thank you for making this happen.
All right. Thank you. I think we're ready for Miss Shirley now.
Yes. Now we're ready for Miss Shirley.
Hey, Shirley.
How's everyone?
Well, we're doing good.
How you doing?
That's good. I'm doing okay. I'm going to give a shout to Brian because I fell asleep last week on him. So I didn't get the call. So I'm sorry about that, Brian. I told you I'd try to make it tonight. I told everybody that you had checking on me. So I had to go do pre-op today. Next Friday, they're going to do a heart cath. So hopefully I'll be able to tell you about that next Friday whenever I talk to you. And I got your letter, and I'm so glad that you're loving what you're doing. And that makes me happy. And I'm sorry to make you worry. Everyone here sends their love and told me to tell you hello and that they love you very much. And Dani too, and Teresa. Oh, yeah. And also, the last time I talked to you, what I can remember what I wanted to tell you is that I quit smoking. And I just let them down and quit. So, just to let you know that. And I love and miss you every day. And hopefully they'll get the phones going so we can talk. So, you just hang in there. And I forget all the names you wrote to me, but hello, everybody that's back there with Blaine. And hello to everyone in the unit. So, I love you, Blaine. Your sweet dreams, and pray for me as I always do for you, but have everybody praying for me for Friday, okay? I love and miss you, and hopefully to be calling you next Friday. So you have a good night. I love you. And thank y'all.
Thank you, Miss Shirley. All right, here's Mike.
Hello, everybody on the Prison Show. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Enjoy the Patrick Saint of Ireland. Now I'm going to do my shout-outs to the guys of Texas, Jamie Cuppett, Guy Alexander, Stephen Russell, Michael Marino, Manuel Marino, Oz, Matt, Thomas, Jovan, Philip Perez, Philip in Dallas, Hawes. Tosh wants me to do a shout-out to Payday. Michelle and Lucy want me to do a shout out for Paul. And now here's some more of my shout outs to James Desmond Noor. Shout out to Bill R. Sims. Special shout out to Clarence Lee Bowman. Hope you're getting better. Raymond Lee Cart. Shout out to Wayman Spriggs. Shout out to Jerry Branford. You can continue to write to Mysterious Mike Lewis and Kara David Collingsworth, and I'll start responding letters. I'm getting some more spare time. And once again, happy St. Patrick's Day from the world's tallest leprechaun. And now back to the Prison Show.
Okie dokie, the world's tallest leprechaun. He usually has that hat, you know.
He says he walks on stilts, dressed up like a leprechaun.
Okay. If Mike's walking on stilts, that's a dangerous thing.
That's what I would think. I don't want to be underneath of him.
I don't want to see that.
Man,
Timber!
Mike's almost my age. I mean, if he falls over, he'll break a hip. And a stilt. And a hat.
Oh, my God. Hey, Chavis, break in here. Help us. How you doing?
Hey, y'all, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to the brothers and sisters we write to that we visit in the state, in the feds. It's Chevis Watson, your brother, and not an attorney at law, but a legal professional. With all the corruption among prosecutors and judges, I should be, though, Hank and Dani. Maybe we can get some of our brothers and sisters off death row a little bit faster. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. Peace and blessings. Great to hear Nikki Luellen tonight with Taj Houston. She's a warrior chasing justice, and I'm lucky to work with her. I'm live from San Antonio tonight, and I got to shout out my little brother Devin in the Michaels unit. Keep your head up and your eyes focused. Shout out to my big bro Diego. Go. Clarin and I was just reminiscing on you, bro. Keep your mind right and come home to us. Shouting out Courtney and Stipe. Craig Prince of Beto. Christian and Edgar 969, Elephant, Snooty, Big Bro Damon, Foul out of Austin, and my little bro Flame and Alred. Walking that time down, almost home out of TDCJ. Peace and power to him, I'm shouting them all out. Got to shout out Anibal Canales, who this week had his death sentence withdrawn, as Dani mentioned. God works, and us who listen to the prison show know that to be true. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters on the row who were harmed from the deaths of Gary Green and Arthur Brown. Rest in power. Shouting out Rodney Reed and Alvin Cantu at Pulaski and Melissa Lucio at Mountain View. We're praying that spirits are uplifted and that time works in your favor. And hey, any and everybody who knows how it feels to come home from TDCJ or even Jack Hartwell in Waco, anybody that's in or around San Antonio, Bexar County, meet me and plenty of others, including the homies, and all of us are non-Texas Big Homie Street Mentoring in San Antonio. We want you all in San Antonio to come out on April 1st for the Texas Formerly Incarcerated People's March. All the brothers and sisters listening, tell your family and tell them to come out and represent. We start at 10 a.m., 1501 Buena Vista, downtown San Antonio. You know how it goes. One more thing. Houston, come out to tomorrow's rally to address inmate deaths at the Harris County Jail, where Jocelyn Griffin will share the story of the death of her son, Evan Griffin Lee, murdered in the Harris County Jail on March 18th, 2022. Yours truly will be also speaking at this event tomorrow, 3 p.m., Brentwood Baptist Church at the Lifelong Learning Center, 13033 Landmark Street, Houston, Texas, 77045. If your pain and suffering is because of the Harris County Jail, Harris County Sheriff's Office, or the Harris County Criminal Justice Center continuing to kill our neighbors, please join us 3 p.m. tomorrow, Brentwood Baptist Center in Houston. I want to shout out lastly all our brothers and sisters working on their appeals. We're out here hoping for relief. Shout out all our brothers and sisters who've written me and sent letters. Keep writing. We get them, and we will be getting back to you with more spare time. Last shout out is for our brothers and sisters waiting on parole. And also those going ATW this next week. Stay focused on freedom. Thanks again, y'all. I'm out.
Hey, Chivas, check out the basement at the Alamo.
I sure will, man. I sure will. I'm looking for a taco.
Uh-oh.
I'm looking for a taco and a cup of coffee.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you, Chavis.
I think we're ready for Miss Bella.
Hey.
Hey, Bella.
Hey, Jedediah. Hey, how are you?
We're doing good. Go ahead with your shout out.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Jedediah. Hey, baby, I love you and miss you, and it is raining here like crazy. I think it's supposed to stop in the morning, and I'm hoping so because tomorrow we'll have Rio's first birthday party at 3 o'clock, and I have the bounce house coming, and I picked up his cake and cupcakes today, and I have Chick-fil-A catering it, and we have pizzas coming, and so everyone should be fat and sassy when they leave, and I just finished filling up the piñata, so when I get through with my shout-out, I'm going to call it a night, but I wanted to let you know that Dickie came today. She brought 2 other ladies to measure the house so she can list it. So they got the house and the train station measured, and they'll be back on Monday to measure everything else. So I also wanted to let you know that Ray got home safe and sound this afternoon. He messaged me when he left Livingston and also once he made it back home. So he's home safe and sound, and he met Mr. K yesterday. No, I'm sorry, the day before, so I'm not sure if he told you about it or not. But anyway, I told him that Mr. K calls me Weezer, and he wanted to know why. So I told him about that movie, and he said, I'm going to get that. Martha and I are going to watch it, and we're going to let you know if you act like Weezer. And I said, well, I'm not so sure I act that way, but it's always a good laugh with Mr. K, so it's worth it. And I did want to let you know that Austin's grandmother passed today, so we need to keep him and his family in our prayers. And I know she's been sick a lot of years, but I also know they'll really miss her. So, and what else happened this week? Oh, Brock got my pagoda put together on the rooftop at the loft today, and he started yesterday, but he didn't get over there until about, I don't know, maybe 2 o'clock. So he finished up today, and I absolutely love it. I haven't been there, but he sent me a photo, and I can't wait to start planting my flowers up there. But for here, I'll have to wait. I don't know, maybe by the second week in April I can start, and all the cold will be gone. So anyway, it's been a busy week around here, but you take care and stay safe for me. And always remember, I love you, Jedediah. Night, night, and sweet dreams. Thank you, Dani. Y'all have a good night.
You too. All right, we have Stacy.
This is to my husband, Sporty Black at Wainwright Unit. Hey, baby love, this is your wife. Kissing your Friday night blues chaser, letting you know all is well. Yeah, I trust we've got our early whispers, too. The girls are behaving. Mimi's out in the cold weather. Maymay's lazy inside, and I'm good. I've been doing some light squats, stretching the sore leg. Yeah, I'm good, baby. I finally heard from you. I got the 3rd 17th Eno and the 3rd 9th Snelly. I got the BPTs, and I'm getting ready to place those on. And I also placed on the Sawari T PM last night. No action yet. Oh, yeah, and I trust you got the 4 Lady in Red picks by now. Yeah, baby, I'm all yours. Sweetheart, this is kissing you the extra that I'm all yours. Remain healthy and safe. Stay focused and tough. You got me as I got you. Mwah. Take care, baby. Mwah. I love you, Sporty.
All right. Well, Miss Linda, you want to do your shout-outs?
Okay, she's answering the phone.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do, okay, Lydia.
Okay.
Go ahead, Lydia. Hey, Lydia.
*6. Well.
Try Amanda. I think maybe Miss Linda and I might have got their names wrong. Amanda, are you on that line?
Let's try. Can you hear me? Brandy? Amanda? Lydia? Well, we don't know who's on that line now. Okay. So maybe Brandy got cut off because I see her name's going up there again. We're on line 4, so.
Hey, Lydia. Someone online. Yeah.
*6 if it.
Okay, go to line 5 because I don't think anyone's on.
Y'all might try and talk to line 4 and see who that is.
Go to line 5.
Line 5,
hello?
Amanda?
Amanda or Lydia?
Hello, this is Lydia.
Okay, go ahead, Lydia.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, go
hello.
ahead.
Okay, hello, papacito. Received your JPay, mijo. I signed up the guys for that Hamilton book, and you and that Novica, that one person, and I did ask. They do take orders for the 22 catalog, but the lady told me that the price might have gone up on some of the things. So I don't know if you would order from it or not. And what else? That's about it, mijo. I scheduled a visit for the 30th. I sent you that JPay. I had to reschedule because the girl called me back and told me that there was a visit for the 28th already from a pastoral visit. Okay? And Frank's going to be coming with me, mijo. And I haven't heard anything from Joshua. He hasn't said whether he accepts the job or not. And we're supposed to get together tomorrow at Tina's for a barbecue, but it's going to be cold. Here in the valley, 60 is cold, but it's supposed to go down to the 50s tonight and wake up at 53, 55. So it's supposed to be a little bit cool. But it's nice. It hasn't rained much here, though. It rained over at Tina's, but we didn't get much rain. Tia Patty was telling me that she made you guys laugh last week, telling you the story about Theo. I didn't even know he was playing softball. I don't know where he finds the time. He's always busy and working. I know he's supposed to be buying a truck, but I don't know. He didn't tell me what he was buying yet. Okay? That's about all, mijo. I love you and I miss you. Cuídate, papacito. I'll send you some pictures here this coming week. I printed some pictures and I'll send them to you via snail mail. Okay? I haven't, and I received the lovely card that you sent me. That was beautiful, mijo. I really liked it. And I was going to say something else, but I forgot. Should have written it down. Well, if I forget anybody's birthday, happy birthday, and happy St. Patrick's Day. Okay? Love you, miss you, a big hug, and saludos to all the guys, and thanks to everyone that makes this possible. Thank you. Good night, papacito. Love you. Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, Miss Lydia. Okay. Now, are we ready for Miss Linda to do her shout-outs? I see the phone's not ringing right this minute.
Okay. Here I go. First, I want to say congratulations, Bigfoot. I'm really excited. I'm so happy I'm going to get to see you again. So anyway, I got a few shout-outs. Frank Gill, Stephen Russell, Tyrone Williams, Franklin Davis, Luke Myers, William F. Owens, Papa Paul DeVoe, how are you doing tonight? I hope you're doing great. James Calvert, Gary D. Green, Herschel Wheeler, Stephen Long, Lucky Ward, Jaime Cole, Brian Davis, Samuel Solomon, John Green, Bill Sims, Justin Miranda, Stephen Curry, Joel White, Damon Wilson, Stephen Bachman, Sonny Wilson, Herschel Wheeler, Curtis Robertson, Brian Bolt, Roy E. Addix, Milton Gobert, Pete Russell, Samuel Montanez, Ray, Herschel Wheeler, Juan Mejia, Miller L., Sheldon Jones, Thomas Nix, Curtis Allen, Christopher Curtis, Ray, Curry Richardson, and Roderick Harris. Good night, guys. I'll talk to you next week.
Okay. It is Amanda. Go ahead, Amanda. Amanda, can you hear us?
Might need to star 6. Well, might need to go to Brandy, and then we'll see what's happening with Amanda.
Okay, go ahead and go to Brandy. Hi, Brandy.
You want to pick up for and see what's on there?
Hello?
Go ahead, Brandy. You're on the air.
Yes, I just wanted to make a call to David Sego, just to let him know that I love him very much. I'm here with Marcy. Hey, David, I had a whole taco for you, bro. Hello. They came here to Taco Palenque, and we're just talking. You can, I wanted to actually let him know that he can give me a call tomorrow. He's coming around 12 o'clock, and I'll be waiting for his call. But I do want to make sure that I love him very much and that he's doing okay, and he's doing good at the moment. And she's a tough cookie. There you go. Don't worry.
Call back.
Much love. Kiddo.
All right. Thank you. All right. Do you want to try Amanda again?
Yeah, she's not there.
Okay.
Okay.
We ought to probably drop that one.
Yeah, she was trying.
Okay.
All right. Now.
We have time for a couple more callers, too, but Miss Dani's got some stuff she wants to share.
Yeah, Hank just had to get that in there. I've been wanting to say something forever, but Hank, and like Hank's over here going, what? I swear, y'all will bear witness to me slappeth.
It will be on Facebook Live.
Yes, it will. All right.
So when we prosecute.
Yeah, whatever. All right. So, my friend Don Aldaco, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Aldaco, he'll let me know. He recently paroled out of Polonsky, straight out of Polonsky. And he has some friends back there he wanted to say hi to. And he just got out Monday.
That's two people you talked about tonight that paroled straight out.
No,
one out of Polonsky and one out of Asseg.
This is the same person.
Oh, same
person.
Oh,
yes.
I thought you were talking about another unit before.
No, this is straight out of Polonsky. And
boy,
yeah, I wasn't familiar with a website. I'd seen it before, but I wasn't that familiar with a website called Texas Letters. I'd seen it, but I wasn't that familiar with it. But their work is so important, especially with solitary confinement, when they're letting you directly out of solitary onto the streets with,
no programming, no nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. And, he is an amazing man. He has a great support system too. A great family.
He's going to need it.
He's going to need it, yes. And, of course, he has, my friendship, of course, which is, I'm wonderful. Yeah, that's why Hank is coughing over here, yeah. But, there's several laws that the TPCA has compiled some bills that I said laws, and I meant bills. And that's not it.
Oh, I thought that was the bills you were talking about.
No.
Okay.
I have lost them in the shuffle. But there's, here it is. And solitary confinement, there's several bills that are being proposed. All of them by the same representative, HB 480, HB 812, and HB 813. And, we can do better. As a society, we can do better than what we're doing. And when you talk about, my friend at some units, when the mice are coming up to your cell door, and they're like, hey, what you got going on in there?
And TDCJ wants to say there's no mice.
Yeah, they deliberately told me there's no mice. Yeah. Oh,
And
there's
anybody
no
at
mice.
TDCJ saying that there's no mice in their unit is full of bull.
What? I'm still like excuse me, there's no mice.
And they're feeding people bull.
And just heads up, Ellis unit is on lockdown. Now, they did get their tablets, but they went on lockdown. And let me tell you, some of these men, man, it's like a kid in a candy store, but it's one long sentence. Some of my friends at Ellis, it's one long sentence. Now, real quick, I know we have Lorraine holding on line one, but give me a second, Lorraine. We have several units that are launching in April, but we don't have firm dates yet. I know the holiday unit is in our listening range. April 19th is a tentative date, and we have the TPCA to give thanks to for all this information. We're still waiting on the Styles unit and the WIN unit. WIN unit, y'all have asked the prison show several times the date. We're still working on it for you. TPCA still working on it, and we're going to bring it to you live on the show. That's what we're going to do. Once we know, that's what we're going to, as soon as we know, we will bring it to you. We have Lorraine on line one.
Lorraine?
Hello?
Yes, you're on.
Hi, I'm a first-time caller,
Great.
and I'd just like to I'd just like to give a shout out to and say hi to our Woodstock John and Politsky Unit. Hey, Buds, I got your letter and one's coming back at you. And Buds, I know you and the guys on the row are going through a lot. Like I told you, we get all of your news up here in Canada, but don't give up hope. And I'm going to tell you why. There is no such thing as justice. I'm going to say that again. There is no such thing as justice. There is only the law. The death penalty is a law. If the law worked, the death penalty would have exterminated itself into extinction by now. So don't ever give up hope. None of you guys. And I don't know if Clinton is still there, but I was reading he was advocating for the legal system to be taught in the schools down there. Well, you might want to look into Canada as a role model. Our public school system here in our high schools across Canada has a course called Legal Studies. And one of the units in there is on prisons, and it does cover the USA. My point is, you guys, your voices are being heard around the world. And thanks, Prison Show. We hear you loud and clear up here, live and in stereo.
All right. Thank you. We appreciate the call.
Oh, can I say one more thing?
No, we're completely... No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Dani and Linda, I listen to you guys, too, when you guys go to Huntsville. You guys are doing a super good job, and there's a lot of voices that are behind you. We're just sorry we can't be there to protest with you. And when someone is barking at you across the street there, play this song. It's called Cast No Stones by Cody Jinks.
Oh, I like you already. I sure will.
I take it you're a Cody Jinks fan.
Thanks a lot for all you guys do up there.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So what's the name of that song?
Cast No Stone by
Cast
Cody.
No Stone.
And Obel Cruz Garcia, I did not mention this during our segment. I'm not sure why, because the article is so big. You had an article, A Matter of Life and Death, that came out in the Huff Post. I think it's another, but it may be the Huffington HuffPost. Anyway, I will be.
This is HuffPost latest news.
Yeah, Linda or I will be sending it to you, one of us. But I'm
a lengthy article too.
It's a lengthy article regarding the Harris County's defender.
Oh, the public defender's office.
Defender's office. So, but your face is on the cover. So, but it's about your story, but also about the public defender's office. So we're going to get that out to you and anyone else who wants information. And I know Mr. David wants to join in this conversation, right?
You gave it to me 2 minutes early.
Well, we're ready.
But I was so excited to hear from you.
It's been a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had quite a few callers. How many did we count them? 19?
I got 19.
Well, that's close. We had 21 the other night. So,
well, for all you inmates out there, if we're trying to return to the prison day before pandemic, and part of what that takes is getting all your families to start calling in again like they did before the pandemic. I know you got tablets in some places now, and I know you got maybe a little more access to phones and stuff, but there's nothing like hearing their voice live and in person on the air on the good old prison show. So the family members can call 713-526-5738 every week. Press option 2. That puts you through to the studio, and we put you in the queue and take
you get about 3 minutes.
And you get about 3 minutes to talk.
Yeah, pre-pandemic though, we cut them down to 2, but before that it was 3. But we had so many callers there for a while.
Well, we need to get back to that.
Yeah.
That means all you folks out there are calling in.
And we're also giving them news. More news.
We ought to promise them that if we can get 30 callers next week, Dani gets to slap you on Facebook Live.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Hey, y'all get your families to call.
30 callers next Friday, and Dani's going to bop him upside the head.
I swear I will bop him. Not bop him.
Yeah.
Well,
that's funny, but it'd be mean.
Well,
no, it wouldn't. No, absolutely
I'll
not.
take one for the team.
That'd be funny if we get 30.
Well, let's get 30. Folks, y'all call in. And then while you're calling,
and I'll come
be
in
sure
with a
and
bat.
log in on Facebook so you can see the action.
Yeah. Now, Clinton did a good job down there testifying like that. And I wish more people would do it that have been in that position and got out. Not to mention any names, but some of them are doing good in other areas. But I think that's a number one area that needs to be done because
they've got to get
so
in there
important,
and speak to
man.
the lawmakers.
I could only imagine being 8 days away from being executed and knowing I shouldn't be in that cell. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I was reading on Converge because Converge comes up next, but Converge used to be like on Thursday nights, right? They were on from like 10 to 11 on Thursday night. Now they're on Friday night. They got moved over here.
Yeah.
And now they come after us, but they're still only an hour show. But they were born in a college radio station on the University of Houston campus. And it's only a 1 hour broadcast, but they bring the best that there is in local house and techno music scene, and they go above and beyond. DJs Nico and Chris, they'll take you on a journey through Houston's underground electronic music scene. So you guys tune in to that techno show after us.
Tune in Monday nights, 9 to 11 to Gumbo.
Yeah.
Music show. I do jam, funk, and rock.
Do you
on
put
there.
seafood in your gumbo or just chicken and sausage?
Well, it depends on the gumbo.
Well, you just come back from Galveston, so
Yeah,
I'm Cajun. No.
Yeah.
No, it's
no. You
Don't
should see the
ask
stuff
him.
I've seen in gumbo in Louisiana. Don't even start.
Yeah.
Authentic.
Half a crab.
Thank you.
Half a crab, the shell and all. Oh man.
Yeah, whenever I was over in Louisiana after Katrina came through, whatever you found is what you put in that gumbo.
Well, that was after Katrina.
And you just keep feeding. That's the way they did it over
Why
there.
is this kept? That's
That
how
same gumbo
started.
stayed on the stove, and every day you bring something else and put in it.
Yep.
And most folks had gumbo on the stove that Grandma made whenever they were kids. It just kept getting added to it and added to it and added to it. So anyway, it's time for us to play our outro. You guys have a good weekend. Have a happy St. Patrick's Day, what's left of it, and we'll talk to you next Friday.
Have a great weekend.
Night, everybody.